What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Heights Farm. Today we got a little surprise, but we don't have one, we actually have two from two different moms. This little goat here is a little girl. Here. And this was we had a few goats that didn't get bred at the same time as the others, and this is a single from one of our Spanish goats. And we also got Miss Tiny here that's fixing to have a baby. And then way out there, Rachel's trying to see if it's a boy or girl. She had one, so we'll walk out there here in just a minute. This one here is doing great. Its mama's getting some food right now. I usually quit grain feeding my goats by now, but we got 2 or 3 that's fixing to have babies still, so I'm gonna keep feeding them. So anyways, welcome back to the channel. We got a lot of updates in this video, so stay tuned. We've been doing a lot of projects and we haven't been making videos on everything. We're going to do a little walkthrough through the farm. As soon as we walk out here and check on this goat, we'll go check out the kids' fort. Everybody's been wanting to see that. I keep talking about it and we haven't put it on video yet. Rachel's got that one caught. What is it?
It's a little girl.
Is it? Alright, so Rachel just picked it up and checked it out, and it is a little female goat. So we got 2 brand new little girls here on the farm. 2 Spanish babies. So that's a good thing. So we're going to leave them alone because she is fresh. She just had her within the last 2 hours or so. What you got there, kids?
A beanbag.
You going to go put that in your new fort?
Yeah.
I ain't your mama. What do you know, little girl? Huh? What do you know? You lost your mama because she's eating.
That was April.
We're going to name her April because she was born in April. Here. Alright, let's go check out the kids' fort. Is that handy, putting a beanbag in your wagon?
Yeah.
So that's Caleb's little wagon from when he was a baby, and his granny had it put up in their shop, and we were over there visiting yesterday, and they decided to bring it home so they can haul things back and forth to their fort. So we've been working on their fort here and there a little bit after they get their school work done, and I get my work done during the day. And we finally got it coming along pretty good, so there you go. Alright guys, here is the kids' fort. I had this old canvas tent that I used for the canopy.
I'll get up there.
Or the roof.
You push it up there and then I'll get it.
And they did some decorating there.
There's still some batteries in here.
Yep. That's pretty neat. And I guess they're bringing one of their bean bags to leave in there. Are you sure the goats can't climb up that ladder?
Yeah.
Or that, the slide?
Yeah.
Huh? You
Yeah.
guys got Christmas lights out here.
Yeah, but this fell down.
That's fine, you can get it back up. We might have to get another screw or something. So anyways guys, show them how you get up your steps and everything. I'll let you do it.
Well, I'll just put this here, and then you slide this thing over so it's kind of hidden.
Yep.
And then you climb up this little ladder here. And now you're in.
There you go. And you got your beanbag in there. So Jason Crocker, if you're watching, this is how you build something quickly. You don't drag it out just because it starts to sprinkle. I'm just kidding. But this is their fort that we have been talking about. And it's a pretty nice little fort. It stays dry. They got a slide. And they got a 2-story fort. I haven't figured out what they're going to do underneath yet, but and they got all kinds of decorations.
Yep. But we still need to finish this floor over here. Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to let you guys play, okay? I got to go finish feeding the rest of the animals. So that's another benefit of living in the country. We can let the kids come out here and play, and they're out here in the goat pasture. Daisy's out here with them almost all the time. She's up there eating right now, thankfully. But we can let them come out here, and we can still see them from our house. You can see our house is right there, and the fort's just right here. So it's about 100 or so yards away, but we can see them from our back patio, and Daisy's out here protecting them. And you know, Caleb's 10 years old, so he's old enough to be responsible with everything. So they really enjoy it. And that's a benefit, like I said, of living in the country. Kids can learn a lot of things just being creative. It allows them to kind of get out, be artistic, be creative, and kind of express themselves a little more, because they got room to go do stuff. They can build stuff like that and just enjoy it. Guys, it's always nice to have a little sidekick riding along with you when you do all your feeding and your chores in the evening time. Right, Skeeter? Skeet. Alright, here come the piggies. They know it's dinner time, so the little ones are going to have to wait. Alright, we finally got their feed trough done up here. Girls hungry? Alright guys, let me show you this real quick. So I got their feed troughs done. So I got one on each side, one for each of them. And I got their water done, I've just not got it mounted yet. So we're going to give them their 4 pounds a piece. Come here, Helga. There you go. There you go, you girls share it. So it's nice too if you can split their troughs up so they're not right next to each other. That way they don't fight over their food. And I'll give them each another scoop. Alright. So guys, the reason I built this trough like I did, let me get over here on the side. So I built it on top of these 2x8s there, and you can see it's got a crack right there in the middle underneath. Well, what that does is it allows all the water to drain out of there, but it's pretty much indestructible, I think. I kind of put it at an angle so they can get to all the feed. They don't have a problem cleaning all the feed out of there. Usually after you feed them and you come back an hour later, pretty much all the feed's gone, so they're able to get every little nook and cranny in the corners and everything. And once I get the water down here, I've got it done, but man, I don't really need it, because look at this pond. They've been drinking out of that pond every day. I've got a little water right here with the nipple drinker on there, but they still go to the pond every time. What do you think, Mojo? You like coming and checking on these pigs? Huh? Alright, so there we go. Let's go feed the babies. Alright guys, so remember in a couple videos back, I made the video and it didn't turn out quite well, and I said, well, I'm gonna post it anyway. And finally, I had to get my dad to come up with an idea to help me figure this out. And you guys can see, these latches work awesome. What we ended up doing is just drilling a hole right there and putting some carriage bolts through there, but it works flawlessly. We even got one over here on each side. And so far the hogs haven't been able to wiggle it loose or nothing else. What do you think, Jabba the Hutt? I think it's what Caleb named him. And these that girl and those 2 little boys, they are growing big time. They're waiting on their food. But the nice thing about these latches is I can come out here with a bucket and the camera and still do this one-handed. Get back. Go. Alright. Now, feeding them in a bucket, one-handed, it's not so easy. Come on guys, where's your other feed bowl? If y'all quit running around and eat. Alright guys, so Rachel insisted that I took the stump and cut it flush to make her a little bench. But it turned out great. But it also serves as a little stand for my tripod. So I'm going to go finish feeding them and put some water in their feed. There you go. So we go ahead and pour the grain in there, and then we pour a little water in there, and what it does is it soaks it all up and makes it more like a mash. It makes it really, really soft, and it supposedly it helps the pigs digest the food a little easier, and they are supposed to get more nutrients out of it that way. But you guys can see how fast these 3 new ones are growing. And look at this guy, he is getting huge. All right, come here, Jabba. Oh, Jabba. So we've been coming out here every day, still messing with them, trying to get them used to us so they're not so crazy and wild acting. These are some nice looking little pigs here. And they are still boys. Rachel and I haven't got out here to cut them yet. But we got to do that within the next week or so. We got to get out here because any longer we wait, they're going to be about as big as this guy. And then trying to wrestle one that size down and hold them and cut them, that is not fun. And a little update on the water. It's still working great, still holding water. And the rain we've been getting, it's been staying pretty full. So the person I bought the 3 hogs from had this old Pride of the Farm 12-hole hog feeder, and I went ahead and purchased it from him. It's got some rust holes in the bottom, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I was going to patch it with some fiberglass, but I think I'm just going to try to resell it. And I'm going to try to work with the company and order one not quite that large. This one here will hold like 3,000 pounds, so about 1.5 tons or so of feed. And that's way more than we need for just 4 of those feeder pigs.
I want to use it for decoration.
Yeah, Rachel's over here on the porch. She said she wants to use it for decoration, but I got it for sale on Craigslist and I think on Facebook right now. So I'm going to sell it and try to get a different one. But anyways, I'm walking over here to our garden spot. Trying to show you guys the updates here. I don't know if you guys can notice or not, but Rachel got some of these solar lights hung. We're waiting for it to get dark so we can see if they work or not. So we just put them up today. And garden update. I haven't been in the garden in a while. These are all jalapenos, bell peppers. We got cucumbers sprouting up behind everything. Right there's the cucumbers, and we're going to use this as a trellis. We got our cabbage starting to head up pretty good. Getting some little heads on them. The onions are doing great. Somebody has been out here and already picked a couple of strawberries. There was some red ones earlier. Should be another one somewhere. Yep, there's our strawberries. They're coming on pretty good. Here's one right there. Oop, dropped it. So, you gotta try strawberry when you see it. Nothing better than homegrown strawberries. They're not quite as big, but they're super fresh and super sweet. Got our tomatoes done. All the tomatoes are planted. Got squash in here. Zucchini over here. That's not sprouting yet. And one more thing I want to show you guys. Remember the bluebird boxes I put up? See if you guys can peek in there. Look at there. I'm not going to mess with them. Alright. So on to the next project we finished. I don't know if you guys can see this trim. We didn't have trim on this building before. Got a new ridge cap. Painted the door where you just use spray paint. And yes, you might notice that is a pistachio color that we used over here on the garden screen door as well. So we painted the trim white. Got to get a couple more cans. You can see we got to put another coat on the door. But that is that. Just a quick update on that. Garden shed. Alright guys, so Jerkface ain't very happy right now, and I'll talk about that here in just a minute. I know I'm not feeding them any grain right now. I'm just gonna feed Mojo if he'll come. Come on, Mojo. Come on. Hurry up, boy. You mad at me, bud? Huh? You still mad? Come on, Mo. Shut up, buddy. Come on, Mojo. Alright, so let's talk about why he is mad. So if you guys remember, a couple videos ago I was talking about how Jerkface Jr. kept jumping out of the fence and he'd go eat on some brush, eat the leaves and this and that. Then he'd jump right back in, especially if he seen me coming with the bucket. Well, yesterday all day long, We replaced about 600 feet of fencing. I'm walking over here now to where the goat got its head stuck in the fence and the dog ripped her throat out. I'm going to show you guys what we replaced the fence with. Actually, we just put up new fencing and we left the old fence because whenever we installed this 32-inch field wire, we only put it on the outside of the post, and this new 4x4 stuff, we put it on the inside. So look at here, here's where that goat got stuck, right over here. But now, they cannot get their head in there. There's no way possible. And you can see the old wire over here. It's still on the outside, so they kind of got double protection, and we still got the barbed wire on the outside as well. So we did this whole section all the way down to the corner. We'll walk over here to the other side and I'll show you guys something else. Alright guys, so I'm over here by the turkey pen and we have a turkey hen sitting on a clutch of eggs in there, so we're not going to bother her. But let me show you something here. See this fur on this old barbed wire right here? That is Mojo's fur. And what he was doing is he was coming up here and jumping over that old field wire along with this guy here. And they were going out here and he was eating all this brush and this and that. And Mojo was running off coyotes and everything else. So Mojo's not very happy with me right now because he can't figure out how to get out of this pen either. He can come back and forth inside our yard to the goat pen, but he can't get outside of our property and go run in the woods and down to the creek and all that. So he's not very happy either, but hopefully we don't have to worry about him getting hit by a car, getting shot by a hunter, or anything weird like that. So the other day we were drinking our coffee and we kept seeing something weird poking its head outside of the middle of this hay bale. So we came out here to check it out and look at this. These goats, I don't know how they did it, but they got this hay bale completely eaten out of the center. And the some of the chickens has come and started laying their eggs in here. Is that not crazy? What you doing, girls? So here's a couple of the girls we decided to keep here on the farm. And there's old Cammy. She is just an outstanding looking little pygmy Kiko doe. She is beautiful. And there's old Ebony. You know Ebony. She likes scratches. She loves getting scratched. She's a good girl. And let's see, the turkeys are doing good. Their feathers are growing back. So you guys know that we have free-range chickens here and sometimes turkeys where we don't cook the rings. And Rachel was getting very aggravated because the chickens kept coming up here to our front patio and scratching out all this mulch. I kept scratching it out over on our patio. And they're still getting in here. We just redid it and you can kind of see all this. But what we did to keep them from scratching out on the patio is put that little edging back here all along the back. But now we got to get some staples to hold all this landscape fabric down. Rachel's worked hard redoing this whole bed. So, we have to choose. We either want perfect looking flower beds or ticks. We got to choose one or the other because if we don't let the chickens free range, you guys can see all these woods back behind us. The deer, the squirrels, everything. The ticks just come in like crazy. But if we let the chickens free range all around, we don't have any problems with ticks hardly. So we usually just let the chickens do what they want and deal with the flower bed. It's kind of a pain in the rear, but it is what it is. So anyways, guys, I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I just wanted to update you guys on all the little stuff we got going on. We don't film everything we do. We both work, you know, we work really hard at what we do for our jobs, for our employers, and then when we get the free time at home, you know, we don't always have time to grab a camera and vlog every single thing, but that's why I'm making this little update video for you guys. Just enjoying the time at home with my family right now, Rachel and I both, and we're just trying to knock out all these projects that we can do. While the weather's nice, it has been raining a lot. It's storm season. Rachel actually last week, she cleaned out the cellar as well, so we got that ready to go. We need to make a bunker video, so be looking forward to that. We almost had to use it last week. Had some bad weather come through. Luckily, it wasn't no tornado stuff. Oh, Jerkface Jr.'s over here. He keeps going around the barn trying to see if there's a way to get out still. I wouldn't be surprised if he can't just jump it. So anyways, guys, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below, and we'll see you next time.